Hello, my friends. I showed you yesterday, I made a video yesterday that's up here about leading Abe up into this room where I am. I don't know if I explained why I thought that was a big deal, but equines don't like obstacle courses. They don't like closed-in places, and donkeys are the best at it. People work them inside buildings, and they used to work mules in caves, and that was or in mines. And that was because of the donkey side of them. Well, I've got the camera today set up in this room where I led him to, and the objective here is to get him trained to be happy to come up here and stand and have his hooves worked on. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him up here and pick out his feet. That post there is where I tie him. There's a door there. It was open in yesterday's video, but it's closed today. It's cut down on the wind. That's on the north side, but there's another wing out there. One thing I want to call to your attention is all this plastic on this wall. That was put there by some well-meaning person to break the wind from the north side to make it warmer in here for whatever stock they were keeping in here at the time. And we're taught to believe that plastic lasts forever, and so you can put it up there and it'll be forever. But you see, it hasn't lasted forever. And I can assure you that a lot of that very plastic right there is in the ocean today, because from here it's downhill to the Missouri River and so forth. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go get Abe. I'm going to bring him up here and tie him up, and I'm going to just clean out his feet and then take him back. So the point here is to learn. See, he has to step up. This is a step up. Where is it? This is a step up here. And here. And this is a step up here, and this step up is onto an old bale that's laying on its side, so it's kind of a spongy underfoot. So, it takes a lot of confidence for an equine to do all that stuff just on your say-so, and I'm honored that Abe believes me and will do these things. And if it bothers him a little, why, we'll work on trying to make that better for him. I'm going to go get him, and then I'll bring him back up here, and we'll pick his feet out. tie him up with a bowline, which is not the proper knot. And anyone who knows equines can tell you that I don't do this right. There are many things about this that I don't do right. Trying to put this right. Can't make him. There we go. Inch over now. Inch over. Wrong way. Wrong way. Here. No. There. Good boy. Steady right there. Okay. It's hard to figure out how to get a video in here in this little tiny room. No, wrong way. Come on. I know you can't actually see his feet here. I just can't arrange that in this little tiny room. I don't have enough space. There. Whoa. That's me. There you go. There you go. There you go. Come on, give me the foot. There we go. There it is. I know you can't see what I'm doing here, but the point is just to watch Abe, to see how he's settling in, how he's standing, how he's being calm, because that's the whole deal. That's the objective of this. It's always good to pick his feet out on any day, but I could have picked his feet out there. The point of coming up here is for him to learn that he's safe in this room. Scoot over. Here, a little more. Scoot over. Wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way, Corrigan. You're pushing me backwards. Step up. Old Fooey, step up. Step up. Come on. Step up. There. Another step. Another step. Good boy. See, I don't ever have any periods which are formal donkey training periods. We don't do work on one day and school on another day. What we do is, there's always work to do. I got some peanut shells in my pocket and he knows it. There you go. There's always work to do, and he knows how to do a lot of things, and so we do things that he knows how to do, and we do things that are just, here, give me his foot. No, put that. Give me foot. Foot. Ah. Put that. Give me this foot. Here. There. Good boy. We just do work, and we always be aware of what he knows, what he doesn't know, what he's comfortable with, what he's not comfortable with, and we just do the work in ways that enable us to accomplish some productive task, and he learns more than he knew the day before. So that's how he's been trained. You know, the only thing I ever did in his life that was strictly training was the day I hooked his harness to a sled and made him tow it around. I started out, I made his harness on him so he was used to it by the time it was ready. And then I dressed him in it and walked him around the barnyard. Then the next day, I put a single tree on it and I walked him around the barnyard. And then the next day, I hooked a 20-foot log chain to that single tree, folded double, and I walked him around the barnyard. And the next day, I made a sled out of a piece of barn metal about 8 or 9 feet long, and I hooked that to him, and it made noise. And I walked him around the barnyard with that for 2 days. And since that, we've never done anything that was purely training with no productive work aspect. Everything else he's ever done, he's done it by, he's learned it by doing. You know what they say, learn by doing and all of that. So, yeah, I know. Scratch, scratch. I'll get you out of here. You did good. The deal is here, come here, give me some slack. Come here. Come on, give me some slack. There you go. Quit that. Abraham, no. If you want to get out, be good. Here, let me have some slack and I'll let you out. Now quit. You're not running off. No, we do not run off. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't even think about it. We just walk out of here like a gentleman. Yes, we do. There, that's good. Okay, come on. So that's how we do it. That's how we train donkeys around here. I don't know how they do it anywhere else. That's between them and life, and I'm not involved. Just one other little note here I'm going to give you. Is this gate we walked through. I told you in yesterday's video that I just fixed this gate, and I tied him up here just a little. I just looped his rope around that. I just did that. That's also a little learning process. He usually just stands free in here, and it's good for him to know, you know. Anyway, this gate on my New Year's Day video. Scoot your butt, buddy. Look out. Look out. Scoot your butt. There, good boy. Whoa, whoa. No. Don't do that. I mentioned in the New Year's Day video that this gate wasn't working and we still had to fix it. And, you know, all I did to fix it was to put in these two bolt things here. They're like a bolt in an L shape, and the gate already had these old steel straps on it, those old-fashioned barn hinges. But the problem was these boards here were too long. Somebody put them on real sloppy, and that board that's laying there was nailed halfway across a barn patch. And you know, 5 minutes work takes a half a day around here, but that's okay. You know, it's not hard. You just do one day's work at a time and make things better. So that's it. I'll talk to you later. My gloves won't shut off the thingy. I gotta take my gloves off.